Happening today, Scott Israel is in Tallahassee, where a Senate panel will begin hearings in a special session to decide if the suspended sheriff should be reinstated. The hearings come after a special master recommended he be returned to duty.
However, many Parkland families disagree, and they'll also be in our state capitol to say why he shouldn't get his job back. CBS 4's Carey Codd reports from Tallahassee.
A busload of people from Broward County arrived in Tallahassee late Sunday.
No more Scott Israel.
Their goal, let Florida senators know they do not want former Broward Sheriff Scott Israel to get his job back.
The incompetence and not acting.
Terry Rabinovitz is the grandmother of victim Alyssa Aladev. She said this isn't a Democrat or Republican issue for state senators, rather an issue of public safety.
When they go to cast their vote, it should not be blue or red. It should not be. It should be what's right and what's in their hearts.
Nearly 10 months ago, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made the announcement, removing then Broward Sheriff Israel from office. Israel immediately announced his intention to fight back.
There was no wrongdoing on my part. I served the county honorably.
The governor blamed Israel for what he said were numerous failures in the Parkland shooting, like a lack of active shooter training for deputies who failed to confront the shooter, and a change in the active shooter policy that gave deputies discretion on confronting an active shooter. At his Senate trial over the summer, Israel defended that policy.
The purposes of the policy is to give the officer discretion not to go into a suicide mission.
After listening to all the testimony, a special master determined that Israel should be reinstated to his job, saying the evidence offered has not demonstrated that Sheriff Israel should be removed from office based on this incident. The report also says the record suggests that the Stoneman Douglas shooting was a culmination of individual failures. Andrew Pollock's daughter Meadow was murdered at Stoneman Douglas. Pollock met with a bunch of senators ahead of this week's vote on Israel's future and said he believes Israel should be held accountable for the actions of his deputies.
A leader cannot be held responsible by the failures of individuals. Then what is a leader? Where are they held accountable?
A week ago, a group of Parkland families, including Fred Guttenberg, whose daughter Jamie died at MSD, held a news conference urging senators not to reinstate Israel.
The former sheriff of this county has made himself a victim of the Parkland shooting. No, the people who died are the victims.
It is expected that supporters of former Sheriff Israel will also be in attendance at the hearings. There were some last-minute legal maneuverings. Attorneys for Sheriff Israel wrote a letter saying that they don't think the Senate should be allowed to consider new evidence and testimony at this point, but that request was shot down. Here's how this process will work. On Monday, the Rules Committee will hear from the special master, from attorneys for Governor DeSantis, as well as attorneys for former Sheriff Israel. Also, public testimony will be heard, including from families of the Parkland victims. We'll be here to bring it all to you. In Tallahassee, Carey Codd, CBS 4 this morning.